just checked my script though, and this show is packed. Let me give you a little sneak peek. There's
Laura
trailers
Bailey.
from Lords of the Fallen,
Ooh.
Layers of Fear, Instinction,
Oh my God.
Firewall Ultra,
Some
Life
decent
by
stuff
You.
already, maybe.
Basically, you're gonna want to stick around. Anyway,
What? It's 1080p. It's not even
go,
60
go,
frames a
go,
second.
see what fun-
I mean, come on. Come on, guys. It's 2023. Is anyone else streaming it in like a higher resolution? 1080p 60, IGN now. Okay, watch it on IGN then, I guess. Or just because it's 1080p 60 doesn't mean it's actually 1080p 60, if you know what I mean. Doesn't mean it actually is. Like, I can record gameplay in 30 frames a second, but then upload it in 60 frames a second. Doesn't magically make it 60 frames a second, though. So we got Laura Bailey hosting it, and Spider-Man? Someone at Spider-Man hosting it? Oh yeah, it's sponsored by Intel. God, even this looks really low res, low bit rate. And normally you get all trailers will be available in their native resolution. Well, why don't you put them in native resolution for the bloody live stream? You can live stream at 4K, 60 frames a second. Oh god, this is janky already. And they've done these a lot of times. I'm going back to the original. It might be high res. God, the bitrate is so bad.
Hey everyone, I'm Laura Bailey. Though you may
Well,
know
I
me
can't
best as the
see you.
voice of
You look
Abby
like
in
a
Last of Us Part
smeary
2,
mess
Mary
of
Jane
bitrate
Watson in Marvel's
pixels.
Spider-Man, or maybe even the host of the June 2021 Future Game Show. And now I am back, and this time on a super cool stage to host this year's Future Game Show Summer Showcase presented by Intel. But as we all know, with great power comes great responsibility, and thankfully, I've got Yuri here to share it with me.
I'm so glad we got that out of the way soon.
Yes.
Okay, thanks, Laura.
Spider-Man.
It's great to be here. I'm Yuri Lowenthal, and I'm the voice of Sasuke on Naruto, Yosuke in Persona 4, and of course, Peter Parker in Marvel's Spider-Man.
You're too old
But
to be
tonight, I'm
Peter
swapping
Parker.
out the Spidey suit for something a little more suave. Think less thwips, more quips. Actually, just like Spider-Man.
Exactly. Yuri and I have been on plenty of adventures, like when we explored the Midnight Channel with a talking teddy bear.
Or when we brought down Mr. Negative.
Right?
We have the best job.
I know! But let me tell you,
It's just their
nothing
voices.
prepares you for a stacked showcase full of
They're not even putting on a
games.
voice.
Telling me. Now, I've had a sneaky little look at what's to come. We've got demo drops, developer presentations, gameplay trailers,
See, the
montages,
first
and of course,
Future Game Show was very good.
Yes, nice.
But as they've gone
Wish
on,
list at the ready, folks.
they've
And remember,
dropped
if
in
something catches
quality
your eye
because they
during the
just
show,
keep
head to
showing the same things that they've
gamesradar.com
announced
to read more
previously.
about it.
I
So
think we've covered all the bases. So let's
it's kind
kick
of a
things
problem
off
with the
something
industry at
really
large,
special.
really, announcing
Please
things too
welcome
early
Tamara Jokic
and having to
Gilad Baraka, who are here to
keep
deliver a very special performance
showing them to keep
of
them in
Waves
the
from Beyond,
public's
from the soundtrack
consciousness.
to High Water.
Is it going to be a lot of indie stuff? Probably. They're real people. It's not a game. Everything drops in quality as they go on. Even humans get all wrinkly. So before this you had the Wholesome Games Direct, so there could be like a lot of blurring into one, I guess. A lot of reshowing. What kind of guitar is it? I can't tell, it's so blurry, pixely. It's not a Spanish guitar, no. It's not a classical guitar. Is it a Martin? Oh, it's an actual turn-based game. I didn't get that from the boat trip at all. Turn-based tactics. Show the headstock. Is it a Taylor? Oh, so close. Maybe sometimes they cover it so they don't advertise the actual guitar maker. That is like a really sturdy jack on that guitar. So this game has gotten like a 4-minute showing at least. They got like the prime spot. So you travel about on a boat, speedboat, and then you do turn-based tactics. It could be like Mario and Rabbids. Wind Waker 2. Wind Waker, but with turn-based tactics combat. High Water. It's coming out soon. Well, we're in summer, aren't we? It's fucking boiling.
That was beautiful. Thanks again to Tamara and Gilad. High Water
I'm
was
melting.
previously available on Netflix, but today we are pleased to reveal that it's coming to PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Nintendo Switch in the summer. Make sure to wishlist it on Steam.
All right, before we get to our first world premiere, we've got a quick update.
During this year's Spring Showcase, we announced that the world of Future Game Show is expanding with the launch of the new FGS YouTube and TikTok channels.
And
Which
after
I'm on
we
right
wrap up
now.
Today, you'll be able to go deeper into selected games from the show with exciting videos from the growing FGS editorial team. Search for FGS on YouTube or TikTok and look out for the channel logo you can see
What is
behind
this
us.
TikTok
All right, let's keep
you
this
speak of?
engine running. I think it's time for our very first world premiere.
So, why are we really doing this? I thought you hated racing.
I need to get into the city again.
Who is going to walk away with this year's City Pass? Tune in and find out. It's going to be one hell of a ride.
How's everyone enjoying the show?
He can't be allowed to keep doing this. But how can we stop him? By playing him at his own game.
Speed Racer. Speed Racer in the desert.
Aster, what would you like to say to all your fans?
Oh woo! Resistor.
Welcome to the world of Resistor, a post-apocalyptic car PG where you build a ragtag team of racers.
Car PG.
It's coming soon to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch, so get it on your wish lists. What's next, Yuri?
Well, here we go from the post-apocalyptic to the prehistoric. It's dinosaur time.
My favorite part of the day. Let's see it.
So cringy. Oh god, YouTube's bitrate. Well, YouTube is supposed to be able to go much higher than Twitch, but every YouTube stream I see looks like shit compared to Twitch. I can see some pixels in there. There are some pixels. I walk among them. They walk among us. Is that me or is that? No, it's not me. The Twitch, the YouTube chat is going F as well. There we go. Refresh. Oh, okay. We've jumped forward to Transformers. Whoa. Like space trucks. Okay, I like that. That's cool. Space truck. Star Trucker. Is it like Euro Truck Simulator but in space? I think it might be actually. This looks cool actually. Like an actual truck in space. It needs VR support. $2024.
I don't know. I think I
trucks.
kind of enjoy being stuck in an intergalactic traffic jam if the views were that good.
Right? I mean, I get the whole truck sim thing now. It looks strangely relaxing. That was your first glimpse at Star Trucker, which is coming in 2024.
But now it's time to shift gears to demon gods and dark fantasy.
Lords of the Fallen.
We've got a developer presentation from Hexworks, the minds behind Lords of the Fallen.
It's a reboot. And it's using the same name, but it has nothing to do with the original.
Welcome to the Lords of the Fallen gameplay showcase. Today, we're taking a closer look at our all-new dark fantasy
coming out?
action RPG, arriving this October.
October?
On PC,
God, there's
PS5,
so many games coming
and
out in
Xbox
August and
Series
October
X and
now.
S.
Oh no. It's too busy.
Spiritual successor to the original
It's a spiritual
2014
successor.
release, it acts as a full reboot for the franchise, taking place in a vast, interconnected world over 1,000 years later.
1,000 years later, so it is
Colossal
connected.
boss battles, fast, challenging combat, and deep, immersive storytelling.
Dark Souls.
Players will journey across two parallel realms in this expansive RPG experience.
And you can like see into the parallel
the world
world.
of the living, Axiom, and the world of the dead, Umbra.
Yeah, you can like
with each
swap
featuring
between
its
them.
own unique pathways, characters, enemies, and, of course, treasures. And while Axiom presents its own challenges, untold horrors await.
And it's not
its
made by the same
nightmares
people,
counterpart.
so
Thanks to
who knows
the
if it's going to be
Umbral
good or
Lamp,
not.
players can enter this lightless world at any time in one of two ways. When slain by the foes of Axiom, at which point you'll resurrect in the same location, albeit in Umbral, or by performing the Umbral Rift and willingly sacrificing one of your two lives. But the lamp holds yet more power.
So you don't
granting
lose
the
any
ability
progress
to flay the
necessarily?
soul from an enemy for some high damage attacks, and even manipulate the very environment of the Umbral world. However, the longer you spend in this wraith-ridden plane, the greater number of spectral terrors that will hunt you down. But as harrowing as the Hellions of Umbral are, they pale in comparison to the game's brutal boss battles. Towering above the ever-burning city of Calrath, this gargantuan monstrosity doesn't take kindly to would-be adventurers.
I can almost
The
see it
demonic
in the
presence
pixels.
within, ready to devour any and all within sight.
Like this game is super highly detailed. Like one of the best looking games
merciless
coming
torturer,
out.
prepared to carry
This stream
out
does
any
not do it
atrocity
any
in
justice
the name of
at
his
all.
faith. Tancred, master of castigations, is the devout chaplain of the hallowed sentinels.
But the original Lords of the
Though
Fallen
beneath
was
the pious veil,
not very
his
good,
very own
really.
flesh
It was pretty
conceals
bad.
a truth most foul. When Harrower Dervla ventured into the deepest depths
Oh,
of
it's,
this world to
Millennia.
thwart the undead
Millennia.
rising, what she discovered was so utterly horrific that she renounced her former life and commitment to a far darker.
Who would have thought two different developers would make
Pre-order
basically the
Lords
same
of the Fallen
character?
now and prepare to unleash the darkness on Friday the 13th of October.
Got co-op. Friday the 13th. Next gen only. Pre-order now to unlock.
Lords of the Fallen is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox on October 13th,
these Souls games are only gonna
2023.
get more and more
you can
popular.
wishlist it right now. Wait, what is it, Yuri? Are you okay?
My spidey sense is tingling. Oh, no, wait, it's something good. It's time for another world premiere.
Blue cheese, Team 17.
Pigeons. Is that what's happening in the mind of the pigeon? Or is it a parallel pigeon universe? Is it Fall Guys with pigeons? What's the game though? What's the actual game? You can't tell what the game is from this. Very stretchy. They give me Rabbids vibes. What is video game? Where are your feathers? Headbangers, Rhythm Royale. So it is a battle royale? God knows what the game is. I didn't see it. But it's coming out this year, apparently. No gameplay though.
Team 17.
Dun, 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 dun. That was so infectious.
Yeah. That is going to be in my head for a while, I think.
Well, I really can't complain. Watch out for Headbangers Rhythm Royale, which is coming to PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in 2023. So, what's next, Laura?
Oh, well, this game debuted as a world premiere in last year's Summer Showcase.
Of course it did.
And now we've got a closer look at gameplay. This is The Last Faith, which some fans are describing as a pixelated take on Bloodborne.
A hunter's dream, you might say.
Touché.
Is it not blasphemous?
A new dawn is at hand. The secret has been snatched. In the hands
kind of-
of the sordid.
Like, skits don't work in a
But
pre-recorded
one
show, I
rises
don't think.
above all others. A
A
blessed
2D
curse,
game can't be
the
a
sweetness
Souls-like.
of the flame.
There's just no such thing. A Souls-like has to be 3D for it to be a Souls-like. It's integral to the game
Only
design.
The inevitable can befall them now. Death.
The Last Faith. It's not blasphemous. It's not blasphemous. Beta sign-ups.
That was The Last Faith, a gothic Souls-like coming to PC,
not a Souls-like.
PlayStation, Xbox,
There's no such
and
thing
Nintendo
as a
Switch in
2D
October
Souls-like.
2023. And you can wishlist it right now on Steam.
We're also thrilled to announce that The Last Faith will have a beta demo this summer. If you want to
beta
check
demo.
it out, register for
Who knows what
access
words
at
are anymore?
thelastfaithgame.com.
I don't know what words are. What are
Our
words?
next game is a
What
stealth
words
action
have meaning?
platformer set in the wake of a climate catastrophe. Let's take a trip to the world of Steel Seed.
You mean now?
Hello everybody, I'm
Hello.
Carlo Bianchi and I'm the founder
Am
and
I
game director
Swedish?
of Storm in Attica. Let me introduce you Zoe and Kobe, the dynamic duo
Rico.
who will accompany you during your journey. Today we are excited to show you the gameplay reveal of Steel Seed. Steel Seed is a stealth action game with a deep, complex and lore-driven story. After a major climate catastrophe caused by humans, the AIs took control
Who
of the
else would it be
situation
caused
in
by?
order to find a way to preserve life.
It's not going to be caused by
Zoe
capybaras,
is looking for
is
her
it?
father in an underground facility built by machines and extremely hostile toward anomalies. The environment surrounding Zoe is huge and takes heavy inspiration from popular mangas, movies, and anime. Zoe needs Kobe to help with exploration, environment interaction, stealth, and combat. Their bond will grow stronger the more challenges they will face together. Facing enemies without using Kobe is extremely dangerous. The planning phase using your companion is essential.
Assassin's Creed,
Sometimes a stealth approach
Basically,
in problematic scenarios is
using the
preferable,
eagle.
and a good execution will be highly rewarding. The environment will offer you many ways to deal with the enemies. Be the silent assassin. Should you feel
Sci-fi
more
Assassin's
aggressive,
Creed.
or
pretty
if you
much.
skew up the stealth approach, a fast-paced and tactical combat system will allow you to unleash your combat abilities on the enemies. Don't forget the Kobe is there to help you with ranged attacks and skills. Your companion really makes the difference between life and death. If you still feel
And then the
underpowered,
actual combat is like
complete
a
skill
Souls
tree
game.
system based on challenges will allow you to expand Zoe and Kobe's passive and active abilities. The challenge system is designed to render the experience more dynamic and fun. Also, in dangerous times, you may require dangerous friends. Use Kobe to hack into an enemy system to make it fight with you. Your new ally will create hilariously engaging combat scenarios. There are many more abilities that you can unlock from the skill tree.
Does it have ray
Choose
tracing?
wisely.
It's very shiny.
Thanks for your time with us. Steel Seed is a truly emotional experience that will test your inner humanity. The game is coming to PC, Microsoft Xbox, and Sony PlayStation. Stay tuned.
No release date. I've come to steal
Steel
your
Seed
seed.
is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. Man, I gotta say, voice acting is so much easier when you're not wearing a skin-tight suit. Am I right?
Wait a second. Are you telling me you wear the Spidey suit when you record?
Maybe.
Well, the motion
No.
capture suit is basically a skin-tight
We can
suit.
talk after this. But right now, we've got a double feature focusing on Distant Bloom and Go Fight Fantastic. Let's get into it.
Okay, so it's like a farming sim kind of thing. It's Animal Crossing! Coming soon. Like everything is. Jellyman.
A routine mission to a
Bloody
peaceful
hell.
planet,
Have you
huh?
seen the bloody Jellymans? Bloody big, bloody crikey.
Nothing's ever routine with this crew. But one thing's for sure. We'll deal with whatever comes our
I
way.
love how everything they showed before the gameplay looked nothing like the gameplay. I love it when they do that. It's my favourite. See, there's the Jelly Man. So what was that bit when they were fighting the Jelly Man? The game looks nothing like that.
Go fight fantastic!
Go fight fantastic.
Distant Bloom and Go Fight Fantastic are coming later this year, so head on over to Steam and flesh out your quickly growing wish lists.
And here's a bonus. Limited time demos for both games have also been made available on Steam. So head on over
Me.
to the Future Game Show Steam page if you want to
Me.
check them out.
Me.
Laura, en garde!
Ooh,
Wait, what?
like
What's
a Musketeer game.
Oh, sorry, I was reading too far ahead. It's world premiere time again.
I am Puss in Boots.
This is the last time she ruins my plan! Find her and bring her to me!
A challenge. I like that.
It's a lady. A woman.
Seize her!
Come at me.
I've always wanted like a proper game where you like, you know, pirates where you like actually clash with swords and deflect them and stuff like that. You don't really get many games like that.
Show me what you
This could be good. Got kind of like a PS2 era kind of vibe to it. Environmental takedowns.
Duke, stop this nonsense now. Come on, amigo. Try to fight me at least.
This is an ambush! Volador!
Lots of environmental stuff.
On guard.
On guard. There's demo. Okay, we're playing that then.
Am I the only one who's never heard of her?
That was
Stop
En
it.
Garde,
Stop it.
a swashbuckling
Stop it.
action adventure which is coming in the summer
Please.
of 2023.
Stop
Wish
it.
list it now on Steam.
Hey, Yuri.
Yes?
When you think of the three pillars of video games, what do you see?
Okay, well, for me, it's got to be
Fucking over the
obviously
consumer.
big rigs, big bucks, and snow trucks.
Okay, that was not what I was expecting, but boy, do I have the trailer for you.
I'm ready.
Oof. It looks very low budget. It looks very like stock assets. Big rigs over the road racing. Something just gets me off about connecting trailers to trucks. I mean, you're never going to beat Euro Truck Simulator, so why bother? Oh no, a tree in the road. Get the chainsaw out. Alaskan Road
Alaskan
Truckers.
Truck Simulator
Alaskan.
is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in Q3 2023. So drop it on your wish lists now.
Now, our next game follows a scribe who's been sentenced to 30 years of writer's block. Hey, we've all been there, am I right?
That's just me.
Let's take a
in
look
general.
at The Bookwalker.
I have mind block. Does the game look like this? These graphics look rather good. Heretic. He's a wizard. So what, he goes into the worlds of books. There's a demo for it, and it's out very soon. Didn't even see what the actual game was, though, at all.
That reminds me, I really should return those library books I borrowed.
You really should. Those guys are coming after you. The Bookwalker Thief of Tales is coming to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation on June 22nd, and you can play a free demo for the game on Steam.
How much you want to bet the game looks nothing like that?
Here's a new trailer for Deceit 2, a macabre social subterfuge game built from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5.
Did I think I might have played the first one and it was dog shit. Like a really bad. Yeah, I think I might have done. And then people were like, how dare you shit on this game? I'm like, no, it's dog shit.
I've been watching you.
Is it like Among Us now? Who is the traitor? Who is sus? Why have you got cat ears? The beta.
Deceit 2 is coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2023, and you can also play the beta now. And if you like, yeah, give it a wish list.
But of course, lying is only one part of our life. For some of us anyways, maybe more. Our next game features the rest of it. It's time to check in with Paradox Tectonic, the developers of Life by You.
Hi, Future Game Show. This is King Choi, Studio Director of Marketing at Paradox Tectonic with Life by You. First off, I want to share a heartfelt thank you to the gaming community.
You sound like an AI.
Especially the life simulation
I don't
players
trust you.
for your overwhelming response when we first announced the game back in March of this year. And if you're just learning about us for the very first time, welcome. Life by You is designed to be one of the most moddable and open world life
There's so many games like this that come out. So many life simulator games, farming simulator type games. How can they find an audience if there are so many of
total
them?
control of the humans that you create,
Oh god.
the towns that you build, and
It
the
looks
stories
terrible.
that you tell, driven by
It's The
real
Sims.
language conversations. And most importantly, live out the lives and stories that you create in a world without loading screens. And oh yes, mods. We here at Paradox Tectonic are continuing to build off the DNA of great games that Paradox Interactive is known for, especially when it comes to community-focused features and experiences. The creator tools as well as editors that you'll be able to play with in our game will allow you to get your hands on the same tools that our game team is using to actually make the game in order to make your own UGC and mods. Just for Future Game Show 2023, here's an exclusive look at one of the jobs that your characters will be able to take
Went
on
on the sidewalk.
in Life by You. Here's my human, Harley, heading to her job as the barista at the Cozy Up Cafe. Harley will need to complete a set
It
of
looks
tasks
like one of
as
those
part her
really
workday,
shitty porn
including
games
cleaning up displays
you see,
that customers will
like the actual
inspect
graphics
and take
of it.
samples from. Head over to the YouTube channel at Life by You to learn more about the game, and make sure you subscribe to be the first to know when we do our weekly video drops, including feature deep dives, and also dev streams that we'll be posting in the coming weeks and months. Pre-order the game on Epic and wishlist it on Steam.
Early
When you
access.
pre-order, you'll be able to receive the exclusive Life Begins pack, and the first 100,000 early access players will be invited to a private Discord server where you'll be able to share direct feedback to our game team to
Discord.
inform the roadmap and the development of the game towards full launch. We're so excited for you to get your hands on this game, and thank you so much for having us, Future Game Show 2023.
Life by You is coming to Steam Early Access on September 12th, 2023, so make sure to wishlist it today.
Okay, time to switch things up for a sec. The VR showcase first appeared in our spring showcase earlier this year, and now it's back
VR's
by
dead.
popular demand. So, let's swing over there and see what's new in the world. Oh, I see. Yeah. Whippity whip. So let's see what's new in the world of virtual reality.
Whoa, this is all new. What do we do? Any ideas, Yuri?
I see a highlighted path, so I guess like any good video game
Mirror's
protagonist,
Edge.
you should follow it blindly.
Sounds smart to me. Here's our first game, a reimagining of a Dreamcast cult classic that lets you play squash in space. Let's check in with
squash
C-Smash VRS.
Dreamcast game.
Peggy 3.
Here's your Dreamcast 2, Nina. Is it PlayStation VR 2 only? I don't like squash. Tastes it's too much for me. Taste is too strong. It's a demo, but only on PlayStation VR 2. What about the PC platform for VR?
Fixtures because C-Smash VRS is coming to
Oculus Quest 3 is coming out, you know,
on June 23rd, 2023. If you haven't got it on your wish list already, fix that, would you? And if you're not convinced by that trailer, you can check out a free demo for the game on the PlayStation Store.
Next up, we have something for those of you looking for a different way to get your heart pumping. Take a look at this trailer for Madison VR.
Oh, Madison in VR. It's one of these walking simulator horror games. Like Layers of Fear. It's a cockroach. Cockroaches. Is it the same game, just in VR, I guess? Madison VR. Well, PlayStation VR is getting some games at least.
Yikes, even Polaroids are scary now. That was Madison VR, which is coming in 2023.
Forget the elbow and knee pads. This next game lets you shred without the fear of falling. Let's see what's new with VR Skater.
Oh, this game. This game's out? No? I'm not sure. I've seen some videos of it. Oh my god. What about the Tony Hawk's ride board? Can I use that with this?
Cool stickers. VR Skater is kick-flipping its way onto Pico and PSVR 2 headsets in 2023.
Now it's time to head over here and throw it over to First Contact Entertainment, who can give us the lowdown on Firewall Ultra, a tactical VR shooter coming exclusively to PSVR 2.
I mean, you're basically putting a game exclusively onto a monitor at that point.
Our pleasure to be here at the Future.
It's ridiculous.
We've had our heads down for a while now working on Firewall Ultra, the next evolution of the Firewall franchise, which is coming exclusively to PlayStation VR 2. In Firewall Ultra, you'll be playing as an elite contractor.
So we won't make any
tasked by
money
downloading
at all.
or defending sensitive information. You'll be able to hop in with a squad of up to 3 other players and show off your skills across varied locations in both our PvP and PvE modes. The team has been working hard to create a truly deep and immersive experience that is a treat for all the senses. We've taken full advantage of the hardware, utilizing eye tracking, haptics in both the controllers and headset, trigger resistance, and the power of the PlayStation 5 to create something.
Is it
that truly
online
feels
or is
like
it
a
single
generational
player?
leap forward. We can't wait for you to enter the world of Firewall Ultra, coming exclusively to PlayStation VR 2
You've said that
later this
about
year.
3 times.
Now, thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Firewall Ultra is set to launch on PSVR 2 later this year.
Last but certainly not least, we've got an exclusive world premiere of a new VR experience featuring a famous animated duo.
What, Wallace and
Hold on to
Gromit?
your Wensleydale.
Holy shit, what the fuck? They're doing a Wallace and Gromit VR game? What? What kind of game is it though? Oh, it's like those old school, like
The Grand
claymation
Getaway.
games.
It's a right blast.
MetaQuest.
Looks cracking, Yuri. Wallace and Gromit in the Grand Getaway is coming to MetaQuest 2 and
They've gone back to
MetaQuest
the
Pro in
moon.
2023.
Not
This
made of
brings us
cheese.
to the end of the VR showcase. We ran out of highlighted path anyway, so I guess we should fast travel. Does anyone see any subway signs around here? Anyone? Hello?
Okay, we're back, and I think I've hit my liminal space quota for today. Don't forget to check GamesRadar.com and the FGS social channels for more info on all of the games from today's Future Game Show Summer Showcase, powered by Intel. Okay, time for some more trailers, Yuri?
Yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
not another farming
Let's pick back up
sim,
with an
for fuck's
exciting
sake.
World premiere.
The entire planet explodes. There should have been like a big shockwave then, I think.
Where do you think? This is Deponia.
Oh, the Deponia?
The nightmare's finally over.
Oh, it's made by the Gollum people. The game series that they actually made before Gollum was actually good. And then they made Gollum, which is dog shit, and it's completely tarnished their name. New era, same trash. You're not wrong about that with Gollum.
This is Penta from Dedelic Entertainment, and you just watched the reveal trailer of our upcoming story-driven survival game, Surviving Deponia.
It's a survival
It has been
game.
7 years since we last visited our lovely trash planet, and Elysium, the floating city, has crashed down onto its surface and turned it into a Mad Maxian nightmare. Master the environment, build your own base, and meet new as well as old friends. In Early Access 2023.
That was Surviving Deponia, a survival twist on the cult classic point-and-click series.
Yeah.
It's coming soon, so head on over to Steam and drop it on your wish list to stay up to date.
Man, I am parched.
Not as parched as the citizens of our next game, who live in a post-apocalyptic society where water has become new gold.
Where have I heard that before?
By yourself, all you've got around you is desert. Choose to band together with
It's another
others,
city builder.
You've got life, water, civilization. To survive, you must reach out to the world outside. And the most difficult choice.
Well, at least they're showing new stuff. It's not like retreads of old shows. And it's out soon.
Homeseek is coming to PC on July 20th, 2023, so be sure to stick it on your wish list.
Okay, I don't want to alarm anyone, but I can see that we've got yet another world premiere coming up next.
Outrageous! How is this possible? How many are we up to now? Someone tell me in the chat while we roll the trailer, actually.
Trials. Interesting. It reminds me of that game. What was it called? Where you had the banana as your friend, but you're on a bike instead in this one. This could be good, actually. As a demo. June 19th, though. They're not available just yet. What was that game with the banana as a friend?
Always cool to define a new genre
Banana
here at
friend
Future
game.
Show.
Banana
That
friend
was Leica,
game.
Aged Through Blood. The very first Motorvania. That's what I'm calling it, and I'm sticking to it.
No notes. Leica Aged Through Blood is coming to PC, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox in 2023.
Everything.
Next, let's hand it over to Pentapeak Studios to dig into the mechanics of their upcoming strategy game, Space Gears.
100 years in the future, Mars is at war.
Space Gears is a new strategy game. So in the fight and conquer Mars.
Commander, your mechs are online and ready for battle. The ground crew is adding the final touches to prepare for your arrival.
My friend
This is your
Pedro.
camp and home base.
That's what it
Collect
was called,
resources
the
and
banana
terraform
game.
Mars to build an army of mechs. Space Gears is for strategy and MOBA fans everywhere. Strategy and unit controls will be key to claiming victory. Space Gears will be available to test play this June. Welcome back, Commander.
Welcome back, Commander. Command and Conquers. Play with Conquers. It's free.
Space Gears is coming soon to PC, but you can terraform your opinion on it by playing it for free after the show.
Nice. How about something terrifying, though?
Layers of Fear.
Bloober Team has sent over the brand new launch trailer for the
This looks
studio's first-person
bollocks.
horror game.
It's
Layers
a
of
remake
Fear.
of the first Layers of Fear. Don't see the point. I don't see the point. It's a remake of a walking simulator, pretty much.
Prestige. Recognition. You took away what was rightfully mine.
And the demo is like really bad.
But what was stolen?
Runs terribly. Has loads of stutter and traversal stutter. And these guys are making... Who are they making? What are they making? Silent Hill 2 remake?
It's been years.
I think so.
And yet, it all still feels unreal.
Is it not a remake then?
The memories.
It is only called Layers of Fear. Like the first one.
The nightmares.
Bloober Team.
They've never left this place.
Yes, they are making the Silent Hill
Alright.
2 remake.
I've waited too long. It's time.
So it's not a remake, but it's used. They're calling it Layers of Fear. Layer of Fear? Layers of Fear? I don't know.
What? How they?
Hi, Ma.
Darling? Is that...
The naming conventions for games are just dog shit now.
How's your book going?
You can't tell
glad
what's
to
a
hear your
remake,
voice.
what's a new game, what's a spiritual successor, what's a reboot, what's a remaster.
Writer.
Layers of Fear 2. Is this one just called Layer of Fear? So it's not with the S at the end.
No. Not again.
Layers of Fear, Horror Reimagined. It is a remake? Because it doesn't look like the original. Or does it? It's all about the paintings, right?
And I've wet my pants.
Fuck
That
knows.
was Layers
Fuck
of
knows.
Fear, which is coming to PC, Mac, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series consoles.
Do you know?
on
I
June
don't.
15th.
Up next, we've got a unique take on the co-op cartoon shooter from a talented
Oh, this
two-person
game.
studio. Let's
The
dive into
Cuphead
the world
ripoff.
of Enchanted Portals.
That people were like really angry about.
Peggy 12.
For some reason. Because you're not allowed to have two games that have the same art style. It's not allowed. Cuphead doesn't own this art style. It's been a thing for like nearly 100 years at this point. And it could be better than Cuphead. If it's better, then who cares? It iterates on it. Hopefully not so hard. And it seems like the art style changes slightly depending on who you're fighting. Enchanted Portals. Yeah.
Anyone else just get deja vu? Explore a variety of animated
What,
styles
that it looks like
when
Cuphead?
Enchanted Portals comes to PC and consoles later this year.
Okay, we've got a dark fantasy deck-building RPG up next, full of procedural dungeons
show us
and
your dick.
branching narrative choices.
You've got a
Let's
big dick
check
there.
in with Shattered Heaven.
This world is nothing but an endless hell. But this ends now. Destiny.
Destiny!
It's ours to shape.
You have no idea of what you've done. Not to yourself. Not to the world.
Shattered Heaven is out now on PC. What's up next, Jerry?
Okay, well, if I'm reading
Moving
this
out.
correctly, then we're introducing the Fart Squad?
Oh, yeah. You mean the furniture arrangement and relocation technicians. Great house movers to have on speed dial.
Lift with your spine, not your knees. William
In the
Shakespeare.
town of Packmore, there are those with stuff, and those who carry stuff away. When your stuff needs moving, it's time to call Smooth Moves.
See, there were two games that came out very close to each other that were very similar. One of them was called Moving Out. Can't remember what the other one was called. It's Moving Out too, yeah. You need to play it in co-op though, really, to actually properly play it. You play it on your own, you can't really move stuff very easily. Team 17!
Laura, would you mind, like, giving me the number for the fart squad after we wrap?
Of course. I love those guys. Moving Out 2 is coming soon.
Next up, we've got our Ones to Watch segment, a montage of some of the coolest indie games on the horizon.
Oh, that game. See, most of these games blend into one. Because they've all got the same bloody art style. Death Ground. Got dinosaurs. It's like Alien Isolation with a pterodactyl. Pterodactyl? Velociraptor? And unrecord. The, oh my god, epic realistic looking game. Let me see your dick.
That was our Ones to Watch montage. If anything caught your eye, you can find out more on these games and everything else in the show by heading to our dedicated Steam page, which you can find by searching for Future Game Show on Steam.
A montage! But now it's time to take a look at Warhaven, Nexon's
Oh,
free-to-play
we saw this
16 versus 16
the
fantasy
Summer
brawler.
Games Fest. It looks pretty bad. There's trucks in it? What the hell? I thought it was like a medieval type game. Weird. Fuck you, watermelons. See, but the actual gameplay doesn't look like this. It looks like a complete mess. You can play it for free, June 19th, the Steam Next
Warhaven
Fest.
is coming in fall 2023. Be sure to wishlist it on Steam, as you'll be able to play Warhaven during Steam Next Fest later this month.
Steam.
Steam.
I feel like we've said that word a lot lately.
Yeah, it's like we're living in a Steam world at this point, and we're Steam bots, you know, mining and exploring, building houses for the Steam.
Please stop it.
I am a Steam. Wait,
Please.
what?
Oh, it's Steam World Dig 2. Or it's just Steam World. I actually played the first Steam Dig game. It was good. I haven't played any of the other ones though. And they kind of do loads of genres with it. SteamWorld Build. You get SteamWorld Dig, SteamWorld Dig 2,
Build is
SteamWorld
coming to
Heist.
PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch in 2023. Make sure it's on your SteamWorld wish lists if you like what you saw.
Now, Erie, you've heard of nightmares, right? But what about a daymare?
Sounds even worse somehow.
Maybe in concept, but not in our next game, which is a third-person survival horror that's nostalgic for the 90s.
Okay.
You must be important if he brought
But it's
you
got
here
like
instead of
really
just killing you.
new graphics.
Some know
Hades.
that he's best kept hidden from the rest of the world.
I'm afraid I can't let you do that.
Stay out of this. You think you understand, but you're blind like everyone else.
It can't be too late.
Reyes, you need to get out of here right now.
Reyes, Reyes.
They all seem to become obsessed with the same thing.
He can't have betrayed us.
That data can't be allowed to leave here. The
But
living
oh,
and the
oh,
dead have contributed with their light, or the whole world will burn.
Kind of looks like a stock Unreal Engine game. It's coming out on physical release. Really?
Rest now.
Stay frosty, because Daymare is coming to PlayStation.
Gives me
Xbox,
Resident
and
Evil
PC on
Raccoon
August
City
30th,
vibes.
2023. So prime those wish-listing fingers, folks. What's next, Laura?
We're going to throw it over to
Another
Core
one.
Engage, the team
Another
behind
one.
New Cycle, a
Another
diesel punk
one.
city builder that takes place after a devastating solar flare.
Jesus. How many city builders? Immigrants. There's a demo.
That was New Cycle, which is
There's
coming
a
to PC in
demo.
Q2 2023.
There's a demo.
You know what to do, people.
We've got another world premiere now, and it also features trade, but not in the way you think. Check it out.
Once upon a time, there was a happy place called Riverside.
Called the countryside.
And right there,
and then
was a
we
bear called
demolished
Ruffy.
it so we could put houses.
No one could tell why, but Ruffy had this amazing ability to swap things. Yeah, really. He just swapped them.
Gives me kind of like
And
Paper
it was
Mario
easy
vibes.
for him. Grab it. Throw it. There you go. Ruffy could swap just about anything. But his job had him swap paintings for townspeople. Copy and paste, swap it, you name it. Life was perfect.
Until it wasn't.
One day, a long-forgotten evil emerged out of the darkness. Devastation came all over Riverside, and the end was near. Now, it was up to Ruffy to accept his destiny and swap the bad for good.
Yeah, definitely Paper Mario vibes.
Boom shakalaka!
Boom shakalaka.
That's swap buddy. Are you swappy enough to save
Are you
the
swapping
world?
enough?
Swap-a-doodle-doo!
Hadouken.
That was easy. Things might get rough, but you are ruffier. And you will never swap alone. Riverside.
Rough.
Swapping to PC and Nintendo Switch this winter. Yeah, correct. This winter. Whenever it's ready.
Hey, every brand needs a mascot, and I think we just found ours. Ruffy in the Riverside is barreling its way onto PC and Nintendo Switch this winter, so get it on your wish list now.
Our next section is a slight change of pace. This year, we'll start to get our hands on the first games developed in Unreal Engine 5.
I
But we
really
wanted to show you a
am
glimpse
dreading
of what
it.
games in 2024,
So much
25,
stutter.
and beyond might look like. Expect startling tech demos and cutting-edge vistas as we give you a glimpse of the future of games.
Wait, what? At the
Stuttering.
Future Games Show? Outrageous.
Precisely.
Fifth Element, Sci-Fi City, Sunset Scenario. But these are tech demos. We're going back to the old school conferences where they show off tech demos. I mean, we've had Unreal Engine 5 games already. Fortnite, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Redfall. What else? The Witcher Village environment. Unreal Engine.
And that was the inaugural Unreal Engine 5 showcase. And a warning to graphics cards everywhere. I can hear mine squealing and bursting into flames from here. Be sure to head over to the FGS social channels if you want to see more Unreal 5 demos as and when they drop.
And while you do that, I am pleased to report the sighting of a Friendly Neighborhood world premiere.
Oh, come on, let's see it then.
Graphics cards.
Thanks
What are
to
they?
Reachable Studios for that face-melting
Because there aren't any good ones to buy.
Fretless, The Wrath of Rifson, which is coming to PC in 2024.
Another double feature up next, focusing on Hammerwatch 2 and Paleo Pines. Laura, I am pleased to report that it is once again dinosaur time.
Yes!
It's another fucking farming simulator. But with dinosaurs. Ugh. Gotta find your unique spin, I guess. What I said penis then. Paleo penis. I think the show's been good in the sense that they've shown new stuff. It's not been like a rehash, but most of it's not really
Paleo
up my
Pines
street.
is coming on September 26th, and Hammerwatch 2 is coming soon. Stick them on your wish lists and watch out for the demos for both games, which will be available on Steam from June 19th.
Speaking of demos, our Ones to Play montage is back after its debut in the spring showcase earlier this year. Don't touch that dial, as we're going to show off a
On Guard
bunch of
looks good.
incredible games that you can try
Space
right
Trucker
after
looks
the
good.
show.
What else was there? Lords of the Fallen could be good.
You're fired.
Again, I'm not ready to die out here.
World's Worst Handyman. It's like Swan game. It's cool. You tear the environment to make a path. Stick it to the stick, man. What is that? Remedium? It's a twin stick shooter. Another city builder. Another one.
Thank you to all of the amazing developers who submitted their demos for our Ones to Play montage. And remember, you can check them all out by heading to our dedicated Future Game Show Steam page.
We're taking a quick break from the trailers now to deliver an exciting update. In last year's summer showcase, we were proud to feature a selection of amazing games being created by Ukrainian developers under exceptional conditions.
Stalker 2.
Slava Ukraina. This year, we're thrilled to confirm the release date for one of those games right now.
Puzzles for Clef is a cozy puzzle platformer set in a stunning world full of magic and mystery. And it's coming to Nintendo Switch and PC via Steam on July 27th.
Go check it out. You can also head to our FGS social channels for more updates on the games from Ukraine that we featured during last year's show.
Okay, time for another trailer.
I'm ready.
We've got a first look at gameplay from Station to Station.
Oh, I actually
A
saw
wholesome
this
simulator where you
in the
connect
previous
voxel railways to build
showcase, the
thriving
Wholesome Direct. I've actually downloaded the demo for this. I feel like the voxel art style really suits like trains and train tracks.
Not a supervillain in sight. I think I could do with some tranquil train time, actually. Station to Station is coming to PC in 2023, and a demo is available right now.
I've downloaded
so
it.
go check it out after the show.
Next up, we're taking a step into the world of fantasy with Ember Storm Entertainment's atmospheric base builder,
Oh, so
Rekka.
another base builder. You mean a city builder? Wait, Laura Bailey does Mary Jane Watson in the Spider-Man game. Really? Didn't know that. Oh, it's a chicken hut. It's like a cuckoo clock. You can move it. Huh.
Don't forget to pack your boots, as Rekka, Delightful Chicken Cottage included, is coming to PC in 2024.
Okay, our friends at Sega have got a new trailer to share regarding Company of Heroes 3.
I've heard this
Let's
is like
check it out.
really bad. People don't like this at all. Can you tell what's real and what's not real? Sega!
Company of Heroes 3 is coming to
Show more
PlayStation
Yakuza.
and Xbox on May 30th.
I don't know about you, Yuri, but I've got a feeling this next game is going to be a good one.
Wait a second.
What, are you in it?
Is that you?
That's me.
In a role-playing musical? Wait. And we're about to be introduced to the main romanceable characters?
Oh my gosh.
Bring me my popcorn. Somebody get me some popcorn, please.
Who is this, Grace? Why does he have horns?
I've been known most often as Pan. I know where you belong, Grace, the song, Grace. I can show you the way. Do you believe me?
You still aren't telling me something. God, how can you even stand him? Still not a fan?
Honestly, he's exactly what I'd expect him to be.
What about Apollo?
Apollo was god of the sun and light, but our sun god had a reputation.
That hidden voice, it'll always play on loop. It'll always say, what did I do? What didn't I do?
What side are you on?
I said I would just make things worse.
Is that Troy Baker?
I was right.
Fuck's sake. Laura Bailey and Troy Baker.
So?
Famous last words.
Tell me what you know about Persephone.
Honestly, she's the least like her stories.
Are you here to challenge me? You don't know the first thing about me. And I sure ain't in the mood to make new friends.
Because you're so big and scary.
Is it
I'm glad you
even a game, though?
I like this better than fighting with you. Way better. Why didn't you tell me what it was really all about?
It's a visual novel, maybe.
She sounds a little volatile.
You're always looking out for me, Freddy. That's the deal, right? Best friends to the end.
It's an adventure.
The role-playing musical.
Wow, that was awesome. And to celebrate, Laura has promised to perform a rap from the game for us.
No, I haven't.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Not happening. Anyway, I'm so pleased to be able to reveal that, as well as PC, Stray Gods is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch on August 3rd, 2023.
Hey, if you're in it and Rahul Kohli is in it, I'm playing it. And now that we've got that out of our system, it's time for me to introduce a new section to the show. One that I'm calling the International Debut.
It's another world premiere, isn't it?
Yeah, hey, fine, but you don't have to spoil it.
This is still going on, yes. It's supposed to be about 80 minutes, so it should be over like very soon. Wake up, Walter. City Walkie Simulator. That's a puzzle game, I guess. Puzzle simulator. Like a point and click, but in 3D and first person.
That reminds me of home. We all will fade away, so I'm sound of
Telephone boxes. What are they?
Start this game again.
That was your first look at Reveal.
Oh, I love horror games. But our next game is all about driving to survive in an anomaly-filled exclusion zone. Here's Ironwood Studios with a developer presentation about what to expect in Pacific Drive.
I think we saw this a little while ago.
Initially, it was very much a personal.
We didn't see any
thing. I grew up
gameplay.
driving station wagons around the Pacific Northwest. I would go camping, I'd go out to the beach, I'd go on road trips with friends, and as an adult, I decided to start doing that again. So I got an old station wagon and I started going out on these trips. But I would go to abandoned industrial sites. I would go, taking the car up these tiny little dirt trails, and there was this vibe, this feeling of being out there in the woods with this old car. A very surreal experience, and that became, I think, the initial seed idea for the game. Pacific Drive is a run-based driving survival game, but when we started, we were very much just prototyping. We were getting the player into the car, having them drive around in the woods, and getting a feel of the space out there. What we quickly figured out is there's a lot of overlap between resource management and kind of plate juggling that you want in a good survival game, and taking care of a car, like making sure that you don't run out of gas and checking on your battery. It all eventually came to fruition with the garage and us figuring out we wanted a safe space for the player to be the mechanic and work on the car, and taking these excursions out into the zone where you're grabbing resources and exploring and then coming back and being able to do it again. In most survival games, there's a focus on the player and keeping them alive, but for Pacific Drive, we wanted to turn that on its head a bit and put the emphasis on the car. It's the thing that's going to keep you safe when you're out in the zone, but that's only true so long as you maintain it. The player can still take damage, but the car itself is a good deal more complicated. There's different slots that you can put different equipment into and customize your car, but things may happen to those parts. They may take wear and tear, they may get damaged and break or fall off, in which case you may have to craft replacement parts or scavenge for new things out in the zone. We really care about satisfying that fantasy of the player being a mechanic, like just taking care of this car and maintaining it while they're on the road. It's important for us to do this because that interaction helps build the player's relationship with the car, and that's something that we care a lot about for the game. So the zone is a pretty isolating and lonely place. When you're out on the road, your car is your only real travel companion, and we wanted to make sure that players had the ability to build a personal connection with the car that is special to them. We've also doubled down on that with the physical interactions as well. So every time you want to start the car, you have to turn the key, you have to get the engine to start, you have to put it in park manually. We built the whole game with these systems in mind because we want to create effectively a sandbox for these different dynamic moments to occur.
Sometimes when I'm driving the car, I find I have to swerve suddenly just to get out of the way of a saw
You look
blade,
familiar.
electrical anomaly, and then I'm on my side in the woods, and that's fine then, because the first time I drove into the woods was as a teenager going about 40 miles an hour, but that's another story.
I spent an eternity climbing this super, super steep hill with my car. I finally got to the top, climb out of my car to get what I'm going after, and turn around, and there are broken bunnies just sticking all over it. They slammed on the gas and sent it barreling right back down the hill.
There was a time that I came around a corner and drifted too hard onto a cliff and rolled straight down the cliff and actually ran into a group of abductors, and one of them pulled me straight into the gateway, and I made a safe exit from there even though the storm was closing in.
I think the experience I'm looking forward to players having the most is gaining that sense of companionship with the car. Sitting in the garage, looking at it, seeing all of these stories that have
I
happened.
love the
crazy
car.
Escapes, the last
It's
minute
so
repair
bad.
jobs, and really to feel like it's their car. I think that's going to be something really special.
Is there a demo? I'd like a demo for that. It's got very good graphics.
Pacific Drive is coming to PC and PS5 later this year. And to celebrate, we're giving away this custom-built station wagon. One of you lucky viewers could be driving home in style tonight.
Wait a minute, Yuri, that's literally the car from the game. You can't give that away. I think they're going to need it back.
Looks a bit small as well.
I mean, I knew that.
Yeah, yeah, you knew. You knew, so let's just quickly move on while the producers put out some fires.
I'm the fire, aren't I?
You really are. Cookie Cutter is up next, a techno pop punk Metroidvania starring a badass android.
My name is Cherry. I'm different than that mass-produced junk. I was built to entertain my creator. Lately, I can't understand what I feel anymore.
She got a guitar.
They will pay for what they did to her.
Oh my god. It's a Metroidvania then. I saw the mouse on the screen then. Summer 2023, that's now, pretty much.
Cookie Cutter is coming to PC in 2023, so head on over to the Steam page and hit that wishlist button.
Okay, it's world premiere time again. And fans of the classic top-down GTA games might get a kick out of this one.
Max Payne. Can you play a cop? It's not like GTA. It's more like Driver.
I need some backup here, dispatch.
It's like LA Noire, top down.
Searching last known location. Dispatch, I got a mail matching the suspect's description.
Cordell.
Bank robbery in progress. Harbor Mutual Bank on Mercer Street. Shots fired.
83 Adam, show us handling. Responding code 3.
Police are engaged in a dramatic shootout. We could be in for a police pursuit.
It's not, I wouldn't call it completely top down, it's just very zoomed out. Zoomed out third person. The Precinct.
The Precinct is a crime-fighting action sandbox game set in the 1980s. Basically everything that I love. And it's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2024.
And with that, it's time for our
the
final
end.
trailer of the night.
No, say it isn't so.
I know, those of you who tuned
Oh
into last
no!
year's summer showcase,
Say it isn't so.
you may remember
No.
Ludo, Broken Bird Games'
Don't.
terrifying
Don't
psychological
stop.
thriller about a person trapped in their own home.
It's a little bit PT, a little bit Edith Finch. Time for an update, don't you think? I do.
Peggy 18.
It's happening again. Oh no. It's a breakdancing chair. It's got the moves. Hey, stop that, you dirty. Disgusting. Luto? As a demo? I'd be too scared to play that.
That was a brand new look at Ludo, which is coming soon to PC, PlayStation,
It's not a
and
Luto
Xbox.
Shooto.
So make sure it's on your wish lists. You can also check out the free demo for the game on Steam.
That looks like the end of the show, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been so fun.
Wait a second, Yuri.
Oh.
Now my spidey sense is tingling.
What? You mean like FGS specific world premiere Spidey Sense?
I think so. I think that's what this is.
I guess that means there's one more thing then. Let's see it.
You're not on a kids' television program. It's not CBBS. You're not the Wiggles.
I'm going to tell you a story about 3 extraordinary spirits united to face the darkness.
Discover the way of the samurai. I've been playing it. It's called Like a Dragon issue. There's a big cat. Very distinctive art style for a change, but I think a lot of people would like it to be properly,
and even,
3D. It's got like stop motion on the enemies.
Spirit of the forest, was a witness and a part of it.
The spirit of the samurai. It's very creepy. Yeah, there's like stop motion, like missing frames to make it jittery.
Was the Spirit of the Samurai, a stop-motion adventure inspired by Japanese mythology. Get it on your wish lists as it's coming in 2024.
Well, it's safe to say this has been a blast. For me, anyway. Thank you so much for being
See,
my
it's not
partner.
technically stop
Voice
motion
acting,
because
crime
it's
fighting,
it's
and
it's
now
not.
show hosting, Laura.
You're not taking pictures
so
of
welcome, Yuri.
like little models. You're just
Literally,
taking the
anytime you
frames
want it
out.
back, we'll
Okay,
do it.
okay. To our audience, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Also, a big shout out to our sponsor, Intel, and everybody who worked to make the summer showcase a reality.
Well,
remember that you can find and wishlist
I think it was a good show.
On the
I
dedicated
think it was
Future
better
Game
than
Show
the
Steam
previous
page.
few
This is
they've
where you'll
done,
find all of the demos
but
too.
it's just not
Just Google Future Game
a lot of
Show
stuff that
Steam.
I'm personally
You can
interested
also
in,
read more about
and
each
there's
game
a
on
lot of the
GamesRadar.com
same
and see
games,
extra content
like
from our
5 city
editorial
builders,
team on the
5
dedicated
farming
FGS
sims.
social channels. I'm Yuri Lowenthal.
And I'm Laura Bailey. And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2023.
There's a lot of VR stuff, surprisingly. More VR stuff than the PlayStation Showcase. The On Guard looks good. On Guard. Well, there you go. I don't think there's anything else happening today in terms of showcases. Not until tomorrow. You got the Xbox One tomorrow. Let's have a look here. So I downloaded the demo for Station to Station. It can be really hard to find demos on Steam because they don't show up a lot of the time. Like, why are you showing a demo for a game that came out like 3 years ago? That's just silly. It should be new stuff. On Guard. There it is. I download the demo for that. Download demo. Download the demo. Download the demo for that. But as you can see from up here, it has quite a different vibe already from what they showed off. Like, as soon as you put the UI on the actual game and actually see the game running as if you were going to play it, it puts on a completely different vibe. So it can be very misleading. What else was there? Station to station. Good and for Toxic Crusaders. Bubblegum. Careful, Icarus. Arc Racer. What's that? It's like Tron. It's not like Tron. It looks terrible. It's like Wipeout. Recently released. Go, go. Can I find Summer Spotlight, Future Game Show? I've already forgotten what demos there were. Was it mainly just Unguard? Star Trucker didn't have one. That game didn't have one, I don't think. What games have demos? I don't know.
Age Through Blood is coming to PC, PlayStation, Nintendo.
Deck building RPG. Team behind New Cycle, a diesel punk.
Anyway, On Guard was like the main one I wanted to check out. Future Game Show, Summer Showcase. Here we go. This might show some stuff. Click on this. Featured games. Here we go.
Initially, it was very much a personal thing. You know, I grew up driving station wagons around the Pacific Northwest. I would go.
What about ones with
camping
demos?
beach, I'd go on road
That's got a
trips with
demo.
friends, and
Paper trails.
as an
Oh yeah,
adult,
Stick
I
It to the
decided to
Stick
start doing
Man
that
looked
again, so I
interesting
got an old
actually.
station
I do
wagon
have
and I started
Steam.
going out on these trips, but you know, I would go to abandoned industrial sites. I would go, you know, taking the car up these tiny little dirt trails, and there was this, you know, vibe.
Stick it to the
feeling
stick
of being
man.
out there in the woods with this old car, a very surreal experience, and that became, I think, the initial seed idea for the game.
Oh, VR
Pacific Drive
Skater's
is a
out
run-based
already?
driving survival game.
Oh, it's
But
been
when
out for
we started,
ages
we
on
were very much
PC.
just prototyping,
It's been out
getting
since
the player into the
2
car,
years ago
you know,
on
drive around
PC.
in the
Wow.
woods and getting a feel of the space out there. What we quickly figured out is there's a lot of overlap between resource management and kind of plate juggling that you want in a good survival game, and taking care of a car, like you know, making sure that you don't run out of gas and checking on your battery.
Okay.
It all eventually came
Stick it to the stick man.
with the
Right,
knowledge
well,
and
I'm
lesson
gonna
figuring out we
go
wanted a safe
have
space for the
some
player
dinner,
to be the mechanic
but I will
of
be
the car,
back
and taking these excursions out
afterwards,
into
and I
the
guess we
zone,
can check out
resources and
a
exploring
few of these
areas, coming back and
demos.
being able
Stick
In most survival games, there's a
stick
focus
it
on the player
to
keeping
the
them
stick
alive,
man.
but for
Yeah, we could
Pacific
play a few of
Drive,
these
we
demos,
turned that on its
and
head
then
and put the
depending on how long that is, I
ecosystem
might
things
play
that
something
keep
else
safe and rhythm in the
afterwards.
zone, but that's only
But I'm
for
gonna
so long as you
go. Yeah, I'm gonna go
The
have
player can
some
still take
dinner,
damage, but the car
and I'll be
itself
back
is a good deal more
later. So
There's
I'll
different
see you
slots
then.
that you can put different equipment in to
Bye.
maximize your